Imagine a brain, dead for over 50 minutes, suddenly showing signs of life. This isn't science fiction. Chinese scientists have pushed the boundaries of what we know about life and death, reviving a brain in ways previously unimaginable. The scientific community is buzzing. This achievement challenges everything we thought we knew about what it means to be alive. But while some see it as a breakthrough, others worry it may lead to dangerous paths we're not ready to walk. There's excitement, but also fear. Science has opened a door, one that could reshape the future of medicine and human life. It makes us ask, are we playing with forces beyond our control? The more we uncover, the more we're forced to question our place in this complex design. What does it mean for the future? Are we ready to confront the ethical and moral questions it raises? It's a powerful reminder of human potential and the delicate boundaries we push every day. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the implications of this discovery. The science behind the revival. To revive the brain, scientists employed an intricate series of techniques. It began with restoring blood flow using carefully chosen chemicals to prevent damage and stimulate cellular response. Every step was meticulously orchestrated to bring the brain to life without causing harm. This was not a full-body revival. The brain operated in isolation, without any signs of consciousness or awareness. But it was alive. Cellular activity returned, oxygen was processed, and it began functioning, at least in a biological sense. To achieve this, scientists manipulated specific proteins and enzymes, reducing damage from oxygen loss, which typically occurs minutes after death. This alone was a huge step. The brain is incredibly fragile, and even the slightest delay in oxygen can cause irreversible damage. The methods used are beyond groundbreaking. They're redefining what we consider life. Until now, when a brain lost oxygen for more than a few minutes, it was assumed gone. This experiment challenges that idea and suggests our concept of death might need a rewrite. However, this wasn't simple or without risk. Reviving a brain, especially one long deprived of oxygen, comes with high stakes. If anything goes wrong, the consequences could be severe, even irreversible. What happens if these techniques aren't perfect? Could they lead to harmful side effects or cause unintended consequences in the long term? For now, this experiment remains in the lab, but it forces us to ask, are we prepared to take these risks? Could we one day revive a human brain in a way that brings back not just cellular activity, but consciousness? The more we learn, the more questions we uncover. But reviving a brain isn't as simple as just flipping a switch. What unforeseen dangers could lie in our efforts to control life and death? This discovery hints at incredible potential and peril. Ethical implications? With this achievement, a wave of ethical questions arises. Where does the line between life and death lie? If we can reverse death, should we? This experiment forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about the sanctity and value of life. For centuries, death was seen as an absolute, a point of no return. Now, science challenges that certainty. As technology advances, we're forced to grapple with whether we have the right to bring the dead back to life, even if just partially, as in this case. For some, the experiment raises concerns about overstepping natural boundaries. Does reviving a dead brain encroach on something sacred? What does it say about our respect for life? Some argue that we're venturing into morally ambiguous territory, with the potential to disrupt a delicate balance. Religious leaders, ethicists, and scientists alike are questioning the wisdom of tampering with life's finality. The Bible often speaks to the sanctity of life, that every breath is a gift, and that death has a meaning within the cycle of creation. By altering death, do we risk missing these deeper meanings? As technology pushes us forward, should we also consider the moral weight of our actions? Are there boundaries that shouldn't be crossed, even in the name of progress? This experiment raises these questions, and they're not easily answered. With this newfound power, what doors are we opening? Are we prepared for where this path might lead? As these ethical debates continue, we're reminded of the responsibility that comes with knowledge and the dangers of proceeding without wisdom. Potential medical breakthroughs. If we harness this technology responsibly, it could change medicine as we know it. Imagine a world where brain injuries no longer result in irreversible damage, where trauma patients have a real chance of recovery. This breakthrough offers profound hope for those in dire situations. Think of the lives that could be saved, the families reunited, the suffering that could be avoided. The ability to restore brain function after traumatic events would be life-changing, not just for individuals, but for entire communities. In hospitals around the world, doctors face situations where time is the greatest enemy. Minutes matter in brain health. This technology could extend those precious moments, allowing for more effective interventions and, potentially, complete recovery. The implications are immense. Beyond trauma cases, it could help with stroke recovery, coma patients, and even degenerative brain diseases. Families who once had to say goodbye might have a new glimmer of hope. Yet with great power comes great responsibility. This isn't just about saving lives, it's about doing so wisely. We have to ask, how do we ensure this technology isn't misused? What safeguards can prevent its abuse? Science has the potential to heal or harm, to give life or cause suffering. We must proceed with caution, mindful of the ethical boundaries and respectful of the sanctity of life. The future is filled with possibilities, but also with responsibility. Playing God? A look at human hubris. As we push forward, a question looms large. Are we playing God? In our quest to understand life and death, are we venturing into domains meant to remain untouched? This experiment raises philosophical questions that challenge human limitations. Throughout history, humans have reached for power, often at great cost. Biblical stories warn of the dangers of hubris, of the perils that come when we seek to be like God. Is this experiment a modern Tower of Babel? A step too far in our pursuit of knowledge? Some argue that our scientific ambitions are crossing into sacred territory. There's a delicate balance to maintain, one where humility must guide our steps. Knowledge is a gift, but so is the wisdom to know its limits. This experiment reminds us of the need for humility, for recognizing that some mysteries are beyond human control. In our thirst for discovery, are we prepared to face the consequences of our actions? The potential for good is vast, but so is the risk. What if this technology goes too far? Will we recognize the point where we need to stop, or will ambition cloud our judgment? As we stand on the brink of new understanding, we're also reminded of the ancient call to approach life with respect and reverence. Conclusion: in our journey to understand life, we've opened doors that cannot be easily closed. This experiment has shown us the power of science, the potential of technology, and the importance of humility. Ultimately, this isn't just about science. It's about the choices we make, the values we hold, and the faith we carry. As we explore the mysteries of life, let's remember the responsibility that comes with discovery. Science has incredible potential, but it must be tempered with wisdom, respect, and a reverence for life. Each breakthrough brings new questions, but also new opportunities to reflect on what truly matters. As we continue forward, may we do so with care, guided by the understanding that life, in all its mystery, is a gift.